Good evening, everyone, or whatever time of day it is that you may be listening to this. Welcome to whatever episode of Dialogue Tree this is. My name is Daniel Padilla. I am, of course, joined by my wonderful friend Matthew Peterson.
Hello.
And we have a very, very special guest today, who goes by the name of Cameron Miles Mitchell.
That's right. That's me. Tails Miles Prower Cameron Mitchell.
Welcome to the show.
Did we discuss this recently at all? How Tails' name is Miles? No, not on air, but just like in the group chat or whatever. No.
Not for a few months. I mean, it comes up every couple months.
Does it really? I feel like I just found that out like a couple of weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Here's another thing you can learn. If you have a region modded Sega Genesis and you flip the switch into Japanese mode, even if you're using a US cartridge, Tails' name will change from Tails to Miles.
No way. Like his first name is Miles then. Interesting.
Yeah, his first name is Miles.
What, do you think it was Prower Miles?
No, I thought Tails was it. Oh, Tails, because Tails
it's a
nickname. Like nickname.
You're right. Okay, yeah. No, I definitely found that out just recently. And I meant to bring it up in the group chat, but I just hadn't. And
you know what I never thought of. It kind of implies that everyone just has a nickname, right? Like Sonic is like Joseph or something.
Yeah, like a first name and a surname. A first name and a surname and a nickname.
Yeah, because they all have like those one-word names. So like they must all, or at least some of them have real names.
What do you think? Sonic must be his nickname, right?
Yeah, for sure.
If Tails is a nickname.
Yeah.
I feel like
especially because they call each other that.
I feel like Sonic's name would be some bullshit like Roger or something.
Roger.
Yeah.
Or Ralph.
Ooh, Ralph. That's a good one.
Ralph Sonic Machio.
I love that. That was good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but besides pointing out the excellent writing of the Sonic universe, what's up with you, Cam?
Nothing. I'm looking at my water right now that I poured, and I forgot I drank milk in this cup yesterday, so it looks nasty.
Do you want to take a moment to fix that?
No, I'll just not drink. It's fine.
Okay.
No, I've been playing Shining Force, which is hot.
Shining Force 1, correct?
Yeah, the first one on the Mega Drive Mini.
Oh, right.
Those are like the grid-based strategy games, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's super dope. I played it a long time ago when I was in high school, and I didn't like it because I'd played it right after playing Shining Force 2.
Yeah.
And it was just like such a step backwards. But I played Shining Force CD right before playing this one, and that game is much more similar to this one, and this one's just better.
Yeah.
So you have to play them in order of quality, so you don't get disappointed.
Pretty much.
That's fair. It's like if you watched, you should watch Aliens first. Or I guess you should watch Alien 3, then Aliens, then Alien, right? Like you won't understand what's happening, but the movies will be better.
It's like if you watch the prequels first.
Or it's like if you watch Cube 3.
Definitely start with 2.
Cube 2 Hypercube, I would say, is definitely the least engaging film of the Cube trilogy.
I don't know, dude. Cube 2 Hypercube, something about it, man. It gets me. I love it. Cube 0, not a huge Cube 0 supporter.
How many goddamn movies are there?
3. There's also a movie that's not related called Circle.
It's kind of like the same thing. Yeah. That's on Netflix.
Same concept?
Oh, actually,
it was last I checked.
Cube was on Netflix.
Yeah.
Cube is on Netflix in Spain last I checked.
All right, break out the VPNs, viewers.
I have a VPN, but I'm not logged in right now, so I can check if it's on the, I guess, Central American Netflix or whatever right now. Because I'm curious. I don't think I'll watch it, but I'm curious to see if it's still here.
I don't know if I can watch it without you or Nick.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch Cube alone, man.
Watching Cube alone? I didn't even know that was possible.
Well, I searched for Cube, and the first result is Circle. So
sounds.
Oh, okay, yeah, but it's kind of similar.
Let me double check this.
It's a geometry-based sci-fi horror.
It sounds like a 9th grade nightmare.
Yeah.
Yes, Cube is here.
Awesome.
However, it looks like only the first one.
Okay, well, I think everyone kind of agrees it's The first one is like the best as a real movie, so that's probably
Yeah.
It's
the best.
almost a real movie. Oh my god, there's also a movie that comes up that is literally just my name, Cam.
Is it like found footage?
I was gonna say.
No, it looks like it's shot like a normal movie.
Okay.
Oh, that's weird
But
then.
then also sometimes it's a webcam. I don't know. I'll have to watch it and report back.
Okay, thank you. I would like to hear about that.
Do you think Cam is the character or a character, or do you think Cam refers to a device that is used in the film?
I'm almost certain it's a device, but hey, if we're lucky, maybe there'll be a Cameron.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it could be both.
Hell yes. Cameron, how's Spain, dog?
It's colder than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh yeah. What's the temperature like currently?
Oof. Probably 3
Okay.
Ooh.
Celsius.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know what that means.
Oh, that's nice though.
Like 38-ish.
Okay,
36
that's about what
maybe.
it is here. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no snow though right now.
hmm
will there
There are
be?
in the mountains though.
Okay.
I guess it sometimes snows,
Yeah.
but it not always. Like it's
Right.
like a every other year or every couple of years kind of thing.
Right.
I'm not really
And it wouldn't
sure.
be like
I also
it wouldn't be
don't-
like a lot of snow either, right? Probably.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I also don't really know because whenever I talk to people, I usually get like 75% of what they're saying.
Right.
I hope it snows because I would love to see some snow here while
Yeah, that'd be
I'm
cool.
hanging out.
Do people do anything for Christmas or?
So I'm not really sure how Christmas works because I think so. This holiday, so right now it's a holiday. December 6th is a holiday, and December 6th is a holiday in Spain. It's like Constitution Day, but I guess little kids, I think, get their presents or something today.
What the hell?
But then there's also the 3 kings, one of which is Papa Noel, who is Santa Claus, but kids don't like believe in Santa. And I'm not
Oh.
sure when he comes because there's Christmas Eve and Christmas, but then they also celebrate a Christmas thing on like January 5th.
Wow.
So it's really
January
different.
5th is the Three Wise Men Day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do they celebrate them after Jesus' birth?
They do this thing where you're supposed to leave like a shoe on like a windowsill or whatever, and then someone will take it and they'll leave a present for you. Is that right?
I have
Wait.
no idea.
I think
They
I,
don't
I,
put the present in the shoe. They exchange it.
yeah, basically. I don't really know what the symbol means, or I don't know where they practice this. I think it might be Mexico or other places, but I know that is a tradition somewhere around here.
Okay, I think I've read about that in like high school once when I was
Yeah.
in Spanish class, so it could be either.
From what I know, Christmas is pretty different depending on what country you're in.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering if it was even a big deal there.
I think it is, but it's not as. I don't think it's as commercial as it is in the States.
Oh my god, guys, do you hear that? What is
What?
that? It's the hot take alert. Oh my god.
Oh,
here
no.
it is.
Oh yes, it's about fucking time.
Hot take alert.
Yeah, no, talking about Christmas and how Christmas is different elsewhere and how commercial it can be. I gotta say, I'm not a big fan. At least here in Honduras, I'm not a big fan of seeing cars with the reindeer horns and the
Ooh.
reindeer nose on the car. I don't know, man. I feel like that's as far removed from what Christmas means to us here in our country, and that's just like I don't know that in particular. Of all things, Christmas here in Honduras just kind of rubs me the wrong way, and it just feels like excessively, I don't know, weirdly excessively commercial to me for some reason. And I think the best way that I can explain it is that, right? I think it's the most far removed like detail from our, what Christmas means to us that you can like possibly get. You know what I mean?
Okay,
I feel
see.
like if people wouldn't have seen like in movies or in TV or whatever that people in the United States do that to their cars, people would never have done that here. I guess is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean?
Okay. I see.
Yeah, a lot of holiday traditions from the U.S. bleed into other countries. Like Black Friday is a thing here in Spain, and they don't even call it like Viernes Negro. They call it Black Friday.
Yeah, no, that's sort of starting to bleed here too. Except it's kind of bullshit because it's one of the biggest department stores here. What they do is that they'll mark up their prices, and so like their discounts will be huge. Like they'll say the products are like 50% off or whatever, but in reality they would only be like I don't know, like I don't know what's a good conversion, but like it'll only be like maybe like $20 off the original price or whatever. Like if you're buying like a big appliance or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like it will only be marginally cheaper than you would be buying it on any other regular day, you know?
Yeah, of course. They're making money. That's why it's Black Friday.
Yeah, even though they say that the discount is like large, is huge, is like 50% off or whatever, like in reality, they're not really discounting it that much because they'll just mark up their prices for this specific day. Yeah. It was weird.
That's so scummy.
I know, man.
That's how Black Friday works. That's like the point. I don't know why it's celebrated.
But it doesn't work that way on the like Nintendo eShop or something.
Right.
But that's like, because gaming has such a weird stigma over the price of games. Like if you charge more than $60, you're just no one will buy it.
I gotta say, my only Black Friday shopping was related to gaming. I got I got the Konami collections. I got Castle. I got the Sega Genesis Mini. I got Castlevania collection, Contra collection, and they got Curse of the Moon.
Oh, I also got Curse of the Moon.
Yeah,
I already have it on Steam, but I was thinking about getting it again.
I love that game, man.
It's very good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to have it on the Switch too. You know, portably, I feel like it fits so well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my issue with the Switch is that it's like just big enough that it's kind of awkward to take on the train, which is why I use a PSP Go on the train.
Oh yeah, that's fair, man.
You can't like pocket it, you know.
Right. No, it's not like, oh, gotta get off at the stop, slide it, put it in my pocket. Nah, you have to like, if I want to fit it in my bag, I even have to take the Joy-Cons off. It's a huge hassle.
Oh shit, dude,
yeah. I still love that about like the 3DS and the PSP. I was working the other day and I was just standing around doing nothing, and I took out my DS and I like beat a boss in Castlevania, and then I just closed it and put it back in my pocket.
Right.
And it was like a 5-minute thing, and I can just do that, you know.
Yeah, even with the SP where it doesn't pause when you close it, it's still like so convenient.
I was gonna bring that up. Like I have my Game Boy Micro, which I love, and you can literally fit it in like your chest pocket. Is that small? Yeah. The issue is that you can't quite like put it to sleep like you could with a DS. You know, so like if I were to start a Castlevania game, it's not. I couldn't just like beat a boss and then just like leave it because it would just like die. I would have to like at least find a save spot or whatever.
Yeah,
it's marginally inconvenient, but you know, this still works. I still love my Game Boy Micro.
I don't think I sent you guys. There's have you heard of the Analogs company that makes these old systems with FPGAs? They're making a portable one that'll play all Game Boy games.
I've seen that. Yeah,
have an adapter available for Lynx and Game Gear. And Neo Geo.
I've seen that, and it looks slick as fuck too, like design wise.
Yeah, it's all right. I wish it looks like an old school Game Boy. I wish it looked more like a Game Boy Advance. Horizontally, but
yeah.
It's still cool.
It's weird that they can sell that.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Well, I think that the games are so old, it's not worth like being protective of, because Nintendo's not making money off the sales, so they might just not care.
Yeah,
right. And even still, it only plays the actual carts. It's not like, I mean, if you had an EverDrive or something, it would play those, but it's not like it's an emulation machine. It's just an FPGA for the hardware of the system. It's not.
Yeah, I suppose.
And I mean,
Nintendo's not even selling the hardware anymore, so they have nothing to gain.
And they're not even like the only company doing it, right? Like, aren't there like a lot of like retro machines or whatever that like
the Retron 5 and stuff?
Yeah. They all play the actual carts and stuff.
So. Right. Yeah, my friend has I think an NES SNES combo thing that's like unlicensed.
How's that work?
It has like it runs everything fine as far as I can tell.
Okay, yeah.
But it's weird because it top loads the NES and the SNES games going sideways.
Oh, weird, yeah.
Yeah, that is bizarre.
Cameron, do you know what the status of I don't know if we should talk about piracy, but do you know what the status is of the Genesis Mini with in regards to adding your own ROMs to it and whatever?
Oh,
I personally do not, because I own, a Sega Genesis back home.
Yeah. And
so if I want to play Sonic 3 or something, I will play it on the actual hardware, or else I just won't play it. Like, I own the physical cart. I want to play it on my cart from when I was a kid. So I haven't looked into it yet.
Okay.
I will say, though, the controller works freaking amazingly, even on PC. Like any game that only uses 3 buttons, the Genesis Mini controller is such a good controller.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's one of the things that actually caught my attention when I was looking into buying it. The controller looks so cool, and it's just, I don't know, super like attractive thing to like own.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember when the SNES Mini came out, it was like, I didn't own one, so I'm not sure of exactly the time frame, but it seemed like within a week you could download your own games. You know what I mean?
It was super quick. It was People broke into that like super quick.
Yeah, and it was easy too.
And it's even like the same program that they use for the NES Classic, even, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right. So they don't even like change anything.
Yeah, I would be surprised. It's been out for what, like 2 months or something?
Mm-hmm.
So I would be surprised if it hasn't been hacked yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing like immediately available, but I'm sure someone out there has found the way,
You will eventually too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just curious, I was never like a big Sega guy at all, so like I don't even know if I were able to add any ROMs to it. I don't even know what ROMs I would add to it. I'm just curious to see if it's possible.
Definitely Sonic 3.
Sonic 3.
Yeah, Sonic 3 is probably the best Sonic game, especially if you play it with Sonic and Knuckles, because you can play as Knuckles, which is pretty fun.
Right. Does it have Comics Zone on it at all?
It does, yeah. And what's interesting too is Comics Zone was one of the few like Mega Drive Genesis games that was translated into Spanish. From what I've read, I haven't actually tested it. But yeah, you can play it in Spanish, which is really cool.
Interesting.
That must be interesting.
There's I think there's like three or four games on the Mega Drive Genesis Mini that if you switch it into the language into Spanish, then you can just play them in Spanish.
Okay.
It gives you the Spanish ROM.
Yeah, that's super cool. Super cool. It's a cool detail to add to your machine,
Yeah, right? I wouldn't have even ever thought of doing that.
No, I love that.
But it makes sense.
Yeah. No, I don't even know what games I would add. Maybe like the Turtles game. Those beat 'em ups.
Oh, yeah.
One.
Oh, Hyperstone Heist, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that one. But beyond that, I don't. Everything that I would want to play on it is already in it. So
yeah, the thing with the Genesis library is there's a lot of really cool games that like don't have huge profiles because they're not like Super Nintendo games.
Right.
And, the Genesis was huge back then, but people don't seem to remember it as much as Nintendo.
And if they do, they only remember it for like fucking Sonic and stuff. They don't really people don't really talk about any of the other like higher profile games that were released on it, I guess.
Yeah, and Sonic's not even like that great. Like Sonic 1 I don't think is very fun at all.
Right,
Sonic 2 I grew up with, so I'm biased. I think Sonic 3 is a legitimately good game.
Okay.
Well, Nintendo was always better at making a character that is like a mascot and lasts for a long time. So people are more likely to recognize Samus than like
Opa.
Yeah, Opa. Isn't that on a Master System though?
It's on Master System. It's also on actually Fantasy Zone 2 is on the Genesis Mini.
Okay. It's a little spaceship with wings that plays like Defender and you just go around and shoot stuff.
Yeah.
I don't particularly like Fantasy Zone.
I don't even know what that is.
It's the game with Opa. It's
yeah. Opa.
Okay.
Classic Sega mascot, Opa. Along with Alex Kidd.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's Gunstar Heroes. Gunstar Heroes is on the Genesis, right?
Oh, I love that game.
It's on the Sega Genesis, yeah.
But is it on the Mini, I mean?
And it's hot.
That game is it's like a beta for Cuphead. Like it's really good.
Yeah, it is. It's really hard too.
If that is on the Mini, I would be interested in playing that too. Because I like running gun games.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, and Contra's already on there.
Right.
Is Gunstar Heroes not on there? I think it.
I don't know.
I know Dynamite Heady is, and it's the same company, Treasure.
Okay. Have you delved into Contra Hardcore at all, dude?
A little bit. It's really hard.
It's really hard. Harder than Contra 3, you'd say? I don't know how much you played Contra 3, actually.
I have barely played Contra 3. I've mostly watched you guys play Contra 3, to be honest.
Right.
I get the sense that it's like a lot faster.
It's like fast. Yeah, it's really fast. It's really unforgiving.
That's the vibe
Even
that I
if you
get.
play in the Japanese mode, which has 3 hit points, it's still really hard.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, that's weird for a Contra game to have 3 hits.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Wow. That's wild. That is wild.
So Daniel,
Yes, sir.
we were actually going to be playing like Risk of Rain or something, but you've had some computer troubles. Would you like to update us on the story?
Actually, yeah. Let me see. Okay, so my computer went dead about 2 or 3 months ago. My, like my personal computer. However, I haven't rushed to purchase a new one because I have my company computer. Which, granted, I can't do a lot of stuff on it. Like I shouldn't be downloading like any hardware onto it or whatever. So there's a few things that I miss. But with Cyber Monday and all that shit, I figured, okay, I guess this is a decent time to get a computer. So I ordered one on Monday. My mom was traveling to Atlanta, and so I had them delivered. I had the shipping address to the hotel that she was going to be staying in, and I even paid for expedite shipping to I guess ensure that they would arrive on time before my mom came back.
Right.
But they didn't. Nothing did. I ordered 3 products. Right. I ordered a computer for me. I ordered a computer for my parents, and I ordered a hard drive because the computer that I got doesn't have a lot of internal memory, and nothing got there on time. And so now it's a big bag of dog doo because I don't know, the computers are going to arrive at the hotel where my mom is no longer staying. So I don't really know how to proceed from there, and because I want my goddamn computer.
Yeah.
So, contact the hotel, I guess.
Yeah, I could do that. Let me see. I can check shipping and tracking right now. One of them was already delivered. I think the hard drive was already delivered on Friday.
When you actually receive it, you'll have to update us if it does indeed contain like fake Windows 10 and not actual.
Oh yeah,
Windows 10.
that's something weird. The reviews for the computer that I got, there's a couple of reviews. Last I checked, there was only 2, and both of them said that like nothing came installed with it, not even Windows, which I find super odd and unlikely, to be honest.
That's a thing because you can buy the operating system separately.
Yeah,
but no, in the product description, Daniel
Right.
showed me it does like say includes Windows 10 on the website.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
hell
weird.
yeah. It does, right? It does say it, which is why I'm.
Oh God.
and I'm thinking that would even like be like fucking like illegal, to like advertise that it comes with the operating system installed, and then
right, of course, it's like a $200 purchase because it's Word and Windows.
Right. Well, I don't think Office is included, but Windows for sure should be.
But yeah, Windows is like $100.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Okay, it says it should be arriving tomorrow, so we'll fucking see, I guess.
Right.
Good luck, dude.
Thanks, man. God damn it. Yeah, I miss my computer because I don't know. I miss playing games on my computer, and I miss doing those Let's Play videos that I did a couple times.
Yeah, those are awesome.
I've been meaning to. I've wanted to make more, but I don't have the means to currently. So it's just sad.
That is sad.
Yeah,
now I'm bummed.
How are you ever going to beat Super Ghouls and Ghosts if you can't play it?
You're right, dude. You're right. Well, it is on the Super Nintendo Mini.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Isn't it on Switch now?
It's also on Switch, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know that I'm up for that task, though, man. Damn.
I got to say, playing games like that with another person is just so much better.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, the jump just pisses me off in that game, dude. I hate it.
Oh, you get used to it after like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's definitely something that shouldn't be played sober or alone.
I think it's bullshit though that like not only do you have to like play the game twice to actually fucking beat it, but like the last boss you have to use the weapon that is shield, which is objectively worse than a couple other options that you could have and you could use instead, And I think that's kind of bullshit.
Is it worse? I've never gotten the weapon.
Well, it's not ideal for the boss because the range is a lot shorter than some of the other weapons. So like,
that's the case in Ghouls and Ghosts on the Genesis too, but it's really strong up close.
Yeah.
No, the one in Super Ghouls and Ghosts I think is just like a handicap. I think Daniel's right that it's it's not even like a benefit to have.
Right. Because you can only shoot it in one direction too. You know what I mean? And like for the final boss, it'd be a lot more useful to have the bow and arrow. I think that shoots like kind of like
bow and arrow is
diagonally.
Surprisingly very good.
Yeah.
The bow and arrow, the knife, even the lance are all okay. Everything else is pretty garbage.
Yeah.
That's definitely something I'll never beat, but I commend you if you can. It's an impressive feet.
Total.
Dude, I'm going for it.
And are you doing it like without save states and shit? Like,
oh, of course, yeah. When Anthony and I play, we're gonna restart every time. I mean, I've beaten Ghouls and Ghosts on every difficulty.
Damn, have you really? Shit, dude.
Because it's just fun.
Is the one on the Genesis like a remake of the one of the NES, or is it different?
Nah, they're totally different games. The one on the Genesis is a port of the arcade.
Oh, okay.
And its default difficulty is practice, which is, I don't know what's easier about it, but it's easier. And then you can switch it to professional, which is harder. And then if you play it on a Japanese Mega Drive, or if you have a region switch, it plays Daimakimura, which is what it's called in Japanese. And I think there's only professional mode. And in the American version, you get checkpoints at the bosses, but the checkpoints at the bosses don't exist in the Japanese version. So it's way harder.
There is a Ghouls and Ghosts on the NES, though, yeah?
Ghosts and Goblins, yeah.
Right. That's what I mean. Ghosts and
Goblins. It's called that, yeah.
Yeah.
A different game also. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Ghosts and Goblins, and Ghouls and Ghosts are all different games.
Yeah, great naming convention.
Yeah, I know.
You're right. I forgot that the Genesis one and the NES one didn't even have the same name. You're right.
Yeah.
Wasn't that crazy? I mean, they're different games, but like back in the day, you could have a game and what console you had, it'd be like a different game. That doesn't happen anymore.
No, not at all.
It's crazy.
Konami did that shit all the time with the 16-bit consoles. Both Turtle games are different. Contras are different. There's another game that I like, Sunset Riders, which is with the cowboys. Yeah,
those are very different versions.
Those are super, super different too. And those are the versions that I can think of. But I know, it happened a lot.
It's really cool, and I love when they would do. Well, I guess they kind of do this today too. But like Earthworm Jim started off on the Genesis, and then it got ported to the SNES, and I think it was mostly the same. But then they added stuff when they brought it to the Sega CD, which is super cool.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they do that today unless it's like a remaster. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like,
okay.
Because that's essentially what it. I don't know. The Sega CD is not analogous to anything that exists today,
or ever will.
No,
or ever existed before. Even it's its own fucking thing.
You know what's awful? You know what I found out?
What?
The TurboGrafx 16, right? Mm-hmm. It had a CD add-on as well, and it came out before the Sega CD. And with the Sega CD, you need its own power supply. With the freaking TurboGrafx one, it gets its power from the TurboGrafx, so it doesn't need another cable.
It's how it should
Isn't
fucking
that
have been.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, if it needs its own power supply, you should just not need its own Genesis. To be honest, it should just have its own cables.
And the TurboGrafx one came out before the Sega CD one.
Doesn't the 32X also need its own fucking power supply?
Yeah, dude. The 32X, but the 32X doesn't have anything good on it, so like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think people really like that. Yeah, people really like Knuckles.
No,
that's the only game I've heard of.
I've heard bad things about it.
Really?
I've heard like okay things and bad things. No, Knuckles Chaotix is on the 32.
That's what I'm thinking.
Knuckles is on the
Never mind. Yeah, no. Never mind.
Yeah, there's one like shooter where you play as a hummingbird. It's called Calibri. That apparently is. And there's
Isn't that a font?
Yes, but it's spelled differently. And then there's also this like bug music game that apparently is okay, and the Doom port is like one of the better console Doom ports for the time, but the music is awful.
You also need $700 worth of equipment to play it.
A billion fucking electrical outputs as well.
Did you know there's Sega CD 32X games?
Wait, are they cartridges or CDs?
They're CDs.
Okay.
Do you need the 32X tumor thing?
Yes. So Night Trap, right?
Yeah, I know Night Trap. Yeah,
I think Night Trap has a Sega CD 32X version where.
How does that even make sense, man? Because
because the Sega Genesis can only output like 61 colors at once, but the 32X do more, so
Oh,
it looks
okay.
better. It's the definitive version of Night Trap until it was released again.
Interesting. That means that someone kept all the reels from Night Trap like somewhere, right?
I actually
they kept
watched
all
the
the footage.
documentary on Night Trap like 2 days ago. No, they didn't. They lost them. They only had copies.
Oh no.
Isn't that awful? What a mess. Oh my god, dude. I wish gaming was like it was back then with freaking add-ons and stupid stuff like that. Like the ColecoVision had a attachment that let you just play Atari games.
Really? Damn. I think I saw that. Yeah, I think I saw that. You're right.
That's awesome.
It's nuts, dude.
I've brought this up on a previous episode, I think, but I found a Game Genie. I don't know that I told you about this, Cam.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I found a Game Genie for the original Game Boy, and it's just fucking ridiculous, man. It's a massive thing that goes into like the cartridge slot in the Game Boy, and it even has like a little slot at the back so you can like keep the little stupid book in it. I lost the book though. The book wasn't in it, unfortunately. But
oh my god, Game Genie is wild. I have one for my Genesis. The problem with Game Genie for me is the codes are kind of boring. It's just like extra lives or like you can jump twice.
Yeah, because I mean they're all different, which kind of gives it its own weird personality, but sometimes they're not useful.
Yeah, I mean I think like in-game cheat codes are usually more fun than what you can do with Game Genie.
Yo, in-game cheat codes during the N64 era, I think, were like the hottest ones. Yeah, those were.
I think that is the golden age.
Dude, I was playing. This is a little aside. Remember, I texted you, "Don't play Turok." Wasted. But I was playing. My friend has this port. It's like the re-release on Xbox of Turok, and we were playing it. And there's all those crazy cheats, you know. And one of them is like disco mode or something. Like it just makes. Well, I don't know what it does because when you select it, it just crashes the game.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
Maybe it needs the expansion pack or something for the N64. Oh no, it's a re-release.
Yeah, it's just odd that the port even lets you put in a code that crashes the game.
That's Turok is having played Turok. It's so ass, dude.
Yeah, I really hate it. I understand it was like important at the time for people, but I hate it.
Yeah, but it's not good.
Yeah.
Just play Time Splitters or something if you need to play something like that.
It's like almost unplayable. It is horrible.
Really? Why? What about it?
The controls are bonkers weird because you know they did first person shooters didn't exist yet.
Yeah, because you didn't.
Yeah, it's kind of like before Perfect Dark is like bad Perfect Dark controls, and Perfect Dark's kind of awkward anyways.
I had a hard time with Perfect Dark too, but like it was at least way easier to play. It doesn't help that the N64's controller is a pile of shit.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on at Nintendo HQ, dude. That is some shit that exists.
Oh my god.
And they never sold like a real replacement.
No, they didn't.
For what? I missed that. What are you guys talking about? I got distracted.
We were talking about how the N64 controller isn't very well designed.
Oh yeah, what the hell, dude? What the hell is up with that shit?
Honestly, I've been finding myself when I'm not playing like indie games, I've been playing old games because none of the new releases are really exciting anymore.
I've been wanting to play a game that I could like put down and pick back up again like a couple hours or a couple days later. Like a game with saves, I guess is what I'm saying. And like, because I mostly play old games, but like I can't find any that are compelling to play that are new releases to me. The last one I played was probably Mario Odyssey.
Okay, yeah.
Like that I actually loved and like wanted to play. I liked A Hat in Time, but Mario Odyssey was so good for me. And I want to try Breath of the Wild because I've never played it.
Right.
But I don't know. I haven't loved Zelda games in the past.
I do intend to borrow Breath of the Wild sometime, but I also haven't played it.
Yeah.
Have you, Daniel?
No, I haven't, and I do want to try it out. I was gonna say, most of the games that like, that I'm like mostly looking forward, they're all just kind of like indies that are even like throwbacks to older games too. You know what I mean? Like I'm not really into any of the newer shit that's coming out. I guess
the last thing I played that was like semi-recent was Control. It's short though. It's really short, but I really liked it. I don't know. It was awesome. It was the last thing I played in probably the 3 years that it was modern.
You know, I bought The Witcher 3 for the Switch, but like that's mostly kind of for the novelty of it, you know, because I've said this before, and I think I say this on like every episode, but like I like collecting video game stuff, and I feel like The Witcher 3 on the Switch is like I don't know, it's a fun thing to own just because it's insane that it fucking runs.
Is it physical?
Yeah, dude. I have the physical one, and the packaging is cool
I didn't
too.
know that.
Yeah, the packaging, it comes in one of the bigger boxes, and it has some like stickers and maps and shit like that in it, which I thought was really, really cool.
Do you know about the websites that are all about like releasing special edition physical versions of cards?
Yes.
Yeah, especially of indie games, right?
Especially on the Switch. Like, having cartridges again is just cool, you know?
I love that, man. I
saw an ad during GDQ for a Celeste one, and I thought, oh, that's really cool. But of course, it sells out like in 10 minutes, dude.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You just got to subscribe to the newsletters.
As often as I can, I try to avoid digital releases. Like I'm sure I'm going to look like an asshole saying this, but like I significantly overpaid for Enter the Gungeon just because I wanted to own the physical copy of it.
Nah, dude, I get you on that.
To be fair, you only overpaid some, and then it went on sale when you overpaid. So
yeah,
part of it's not your fault.
Fair. Right. I didn't fucking know that it was going to go on sale. You're right, but yeah, no, I just really like owning the actual fucking cartridges. You know, that's why I'm waiting so hard on the physical release for Shovel Knight, man. You have no idea how.
Oh
yeah.
You know, how excited I am for that shit.
I really wanted to go like all physical for my Switch, but then like the deals on the eShop were pretty good, and you know, some games I just like didn't really want to get, but I was curious about them and I wanted to try them, so I would get them. Or some games just like won't get physical releases, and so
exactly, yeah.
You know,
like Ukulele,
but I try.
Ukulele 2 isn't physical at all, is it? Like I think it had like a limited release only.
The Impossible Lair.
Yeah,
I thought I saw it at Game here in Spain.
Really? Okay. I understand.
I think
I know it had physical releases, but I understood it was like limited though. You know what I mean? Like exclusive for like certain stores or whatever.
Unless they were selling a download code, but I don't think they were.
Yeah.
I think it's physical.
Okay, cool, interesting.
Yeah, that's weird that you can. I guess it's for gifts, but you can buy like a download code at a store, and then you just get the digital game anyways.
Yeah. It is weird. Downwell actually has a physical release now, or will soon.
Really?
That's wild, man.
I think it only comes with the flip grip though, because the game costs like $3.
Right. Yeah.
So you're basically paying for like the peripheral. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's like a $15 package total, and the flip grip's usually
not too bad.
Yeah.
No, that's a hot deal, dude.
Honestly, there's a lot of boring stuff in games now. Like they have, it feels like I'm playing Simon's Quest all over again. You know what I mean?
With what?
Not Simon's Quest, dude. Anything but that.
There's just so many things that are like where you can microtransaction to get an advantage or like to level up or whatever.
Fuck that shit.
It's the same. It's the same as Simon's Quest, but they let you pay to not do the boring parts. You know what I mean?
What? That is garbage.
You're paying to not play the fucking game, essentially.
Right?
What the hell, dude?
That's so dumb.
I think you know what else I think is dumb. All the releases of Fortnite on the Switch. That is just like a There's a few of them, and they're all just like empty fucking boxes.
Yeah, it's just cases with nothing in it.
I hate that shit.
Wait, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Because you buy
but
some
the game is
bullshit
free.
and, like, I know, but it'll give you like skins or whatever bullshit if you buy.
Some moms buy it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, my son loves Fortnite.
Right. Exactly. Which is just bullshit because you can just pay for them in the fucking game in the in-game anyway. You can just buy all the shit. So whatever.
Yeah, I mean, Fortnite it's definitely unhealthy to have like this kind of storefront and loot boxes and all this stuff. But at least I will say, at least Fortnite is free. It's like it's definitely predatory, but at least they're not making you pay for a game and then asking you to pay for it again.
No, and just closing off on the whole Fortnite thing. I think it's also cool that you can't pay to like be better at the game. You know, you can't pay for like better equipment or whatever. So like at least in that sense, it's not predatory to that sense. So, like some fucking mobile games are, you know.
At least it's not made by EA.
Yeah.
Although I actually really did like Apex.
Actually, now that you mentioned Apex, I was I bought Titanfall 2 for like $5 because it's so old, and I'm like the only person playing Titanfall 2 online. But it's so fun, dude. Oh my god,
I've
love
heard
it.
really good things about it.
Really?
Recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently it's hot.
And I'm already familiar with all the guns because I played Apex, and then they just took all the gun models and damage. Yeah, so I already know how all the guns work, but you get a robot.
That would be kind of cool, actually, because I was
fun.
watching some Apex footage that I had recorded when we were playing back in the day, and I was like, wow, yeah, that game was actually really play online. I haven't had like a legitimately like fun online experience since like Team Fortress 2 or Terraria.
Oh shit, dude.
And like it was fun playing Apex. We put in like 40 hours in like a week or something.
Yeah,
like we had a
really
work
cool.
week of Apex.
So I'm getting the sense that you like it better than Fortnite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you don't have to worry about building. Like I
Okay,
get
yeah,
that the
yeah,
building's cool, but like I don't know, dude. The map for Apex was really cool. I mean, it
Okay.
still exists. We could literally be playing it right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I could download it on my PlayStation for sure.
I don't think it's cross.
I like the art better,
Okay.
Yeah, I like the style better too.
and it's more dynamic because it has that weird that little like Overwatch and MOBA element where everyone has a different ability that you can pick and has a cooldown.
Yeah, right. It's like class based, and you can respawn
Right.
too.
Yeah, Titanfall's like basically Apex, but instead of a battle royale, you just team deathmatch.
Right.
That's
Okay.
There is also this mechanic where there's these stupid AIs running around in some game modes. So even if you're bad, if you're a new player, you can contribute to your team by fighting the AI players.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone can at least participate and feel like they're doing something.
That's cute.
Dude, you know what game I want to play for some reason? I feel like I want to play.
What?
I want to play Duke Nukem Forever.
Forever.
Yeah, I want to play Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh, Duke Nukem Forever.
Why is that?
I follow this dude. I've been following this dude on YouTube, Lazy Game Reviews. I don't know if you've ever seen his stuff at all.
LGR. Yeah.
LGR, yeah. And I've been seeing some of his stuff more recently. Like I've been following him for a while, right? But like these days, I don't know. I just kind of like there's a lot of shit that I hadn't seen. And he's a big fan of those like old school shooters, like Doom and Duke and stuff. And so like I figured, all right, everyone kind of shits on Duke Nukem Forever, but like this dude seems to just like love the character and what it represents and whatever. So I'm gonna check out his review. And he likes it, right? Like he understands it's like broken, but like as someone who likes like goofy shooters like that, he says it's a good time, and it just made me really, really curious because I like my shooters, but like I don't really like all the military ones, you know, and those seem to be kind of like
don't.
Yeah, not a big fan of those, and I don't know. It just made me curious to play it, even though everyone kind of shits on it.
Well, the game, I mean, for the time it came out, and by today, it's even further behind. Like the loading times, the textures, just everything is not made well, you know, because it has it's terrible development cycle.
I'm curious
Honestly,
to play.
if you're into that, I would just say play the new Doom because the new Doom is fantastic.
He says on PC it runs a lot better than on consoles. Duke Nukem Forever. Yeah.
That's not surprising.
Yeah.
I want to play the Saturn version of Duke Nukem.
Oh yeah, dude.
I didn't even know it was on Saturn.
Yeah, Duke Nukem, Quake, and Doom. But Doom is awful from what I hear.
Oh my god, Quake.
Xbox was better apparently. Quake apparently is really good on Saturn.
No, I don't have anything against Quake. It's just like Quake is so weird and old.
It is.
You know what fucking game I used to own on the N64 that was garbanzo? I used to own fucking Hexen, dude.
Hexen. I've only heard of it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know what it is.
It is awful, dude. It's one of those like it's the same shit as Doom, right? Like the maze like levels.
Oh, I do know what it is. Yeah.
But it's like horrible. Like the colors, like they're all just like brown and you know, it just looks like really, really vomity. Everything is I don't know, dude. It's a shitty ass game.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
And I don't even know why I owned it. My brother must have must have been like younger back then. Then he was just like, all right, this is a new game. I guess I'll get it. I don't know.
I mean, everyone owned games they didn't like growing up.
Yeah.
But you played anyway.
Yeah, it's
right. We talked about this on an episode, right? Didn't we?
We talked about games that we liked as kids because we were just like accepting of things. But a game is bad if you're a kid and you're like, you can still recognize that it's not very good.
That's how I felt playing Hexen when I was a lot younger. I was like, yeah, this is garbage. I'm never playing this shit. And it just sat on my shelf forever. That's how bad
I
it
had
was.
on SNES, I don't remember. It was like Super Mecha Robot Golf.
Jesus.
And it was probably because I was a kid and I didn't like care about golf and I was stupid, but I couldn't even like operate the game, dude. Like I really could not. Like when I finally got into a match, I couldn't even control it. And that was after like 5 minutes of mashing buttons on like the setup screen because I just couldn't figure it out.
Damn, dude.
I had a similar experience with the game. I don't remember what it's called. It's on the Sega Genesis.
Oh,
it's a
shit,
flight
dude.
simulator on the fucking Genesis. And I didn't know even how to take off. And so like a couple of years went by. I turned like 8 or 9 or whatever. And I found out that down is up in a plane. And so I was finally able to take off. And so the only thing I'd ever seen were like these pretty like pixel graphics of the inside of a cockpit. And then I get into the air and it's literally like shooting triangles out of the sky. And it's 3D though. It was awful though.
Shit, dude. I was going to ask you, and this is like way off, but do either of you have a hot take that you wanted to?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've been thinking about hot takes for a long time now. So I had a couple. I had talked about one earlier a little bit. So this might be a little premature of me because I haven't finished it yet. But I think Earthbound's overrated.
Oh,
definitely a hot take.
Yeah, that's very hot. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I was playing it. I have it on a portable system that I take on the train.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, it's an hour to get to Madrid from my little suburb. I guess I'll play Earthbound. And at that point I had already started playing Shining Force and I was like, damn, I wish I had Shining Force on this because I'd way rather play Shining Force right now than Earthbound. Like, I don't know, just to me in Shining Force anyway, like I don't love all of the music, but I really like all of it. Like every track I think is very solid. In Earthbound, I don't like all of them all that much. Even like the Chuck Berry ones, just because I listened to that one Chuck Berry song so much when I was a kid, that it kind of annoys me. And like I don't think the town music is all that good. I like the rollback. I like that you can like auto defeat enemies, and the writing obviously is good too. It's just something about it doesn't compel me to want to play it more.
That's fair, man.
And I got stuck somewhere and I was like, oh man, like I guess and I wasn't having fun with Symphony of the Night either, but I was like, whatever. At least like moving in this game is fun. Whereas, moving in Earthbound is like fucking moving a mouse on a screen. It's not very fun.
Yeah.
So I popped open Symphony and I was able to figure out where to go. And so I started having fun again.
Right.
And I don't know. It's not doing it so far for me. To be fair, I've only gotten to Tucson, so I'm not that far in it. But that is my hot take.
Okay. No, we'll take it.
I don't think I can really defend Earthbound because I did soft lock my game the first time I played it, and I haven't finished it yet.
I can't believe that happened.
But yeah,
man. It's fucking awful.
It's as an RPG, it's like pretty whatever, but it is so. I think the dialogue is so funny. There's so many times I just laughed while I was
it is.
Some of
it's
the stuff.
Very well written.
Yeah. Okay.
But I felt one of the other.
I remember I was at the place where you get the bike, which is horribly implemented. It's useless.
Yeah.
I get the bike and then the bike is like useless, so I could return it. And the guy, he says something like, "Oh, you don't want to be a rad kid? Well, I'm going to call you loser."
No way.
From now on, whenever you enter the store, he calls you loser in all caps or something like that.
That's pretty funny.
There's just like so many little things like that.
It does have a really good attention to detail. I will give it that. And like I said, I don't think it's a bad game by any means. I just think it's overrated.
Right.
I have more fun with other games. I think Shining Force has a lot of good attention to detail, but most of it is things that you wouldn't notice unless you specifically looked at them. Like every bookshelf in Shining Force, if you search it tells you the titles of the books in the bookshelf, and there's like different
That's
books in
cool.
every shelf. And I was playing a level where I'm on a ship, and so normally your headquarters is somewhere in town, but in this case it's on a ship, and it always looks the same. But on the ship it looks different, and if you talk to everyone in the party, of which there's like 15 or something at this point, every single one of them has a new line of dialogue specifically to this ship, which from what I remember, there's like one battle on a ship. So they created this entire room just for this one battle, which you might not even see because there's no reason to go down there unless you're changing your party.
That's cool. I hate when I'm playing an RPG and you don't like when you just hit A on something, nothing happens. Like there's no text for anything in the game besides the required stuff.
Yeah.
No interactivity. Yeah.
One thing I will give another, I mean, like I said, it's a good game, but being able to hit L to do things in Earthbound is so nice.
Oh yeah, that was really
smart. You can
smart.
Just play with one hand. I was like reaching for things while I was playing Shining Force, and I was like, damn, there's no L button on a Genesis controller.
Yeah. Dude, Cam, did you ever finish Ritual of the Night?
No, I haven't yet. I was thinking I would probably get back to it. I'm really close, I think. But I was thinking I would probably get back to it after I beat Symphony. Although, like I said, I was kind of disappointed with Ritual of the Night after playing through Symphony because it's literally just like a facelift.
The same shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing they've added is to my understanding, is the DS Castlevania Soul system, which they just directly took.
Yeah, right? And the other issue I have is I hate dying. We've talked about this. I hate dying in Symphony.
Oh, yeah,
it gives you
fuck that.
a game over and gives you back to your
Yeah.
save. Like in this new one, why doesn't it? I get that like there's save points and stuff. Why doesn't it boot you back with a penalty? Because like if you grabbed a bunch of shit and you didn't get to a save room and you die, you have to do that shit all over again, and it sucks. Like I'm talking about Shining Force a lot, but it's because I'm playing it. In Shining Force, if you die in a battle, the battles take fucking forever, right? They take like anywhere from like 15 to like 15 minutes to an hour. And if you die, you have to do the whole thing over again. But the way they punish you also, so you lose half your money and you have to do the whole battle again, but you keep all the experience that you earned, which is so nice. Same with Earthbound. Earthbound does that too. You get to keep all your experience if you die in a battle.
No, not only that, but like when you die, it like exits you. It kicks you out of the actual fucking game.
To the main menu.
and the issue with that on the Switch is that the Switch version is so fucking broken and loading times are awful that like it'll literally take you 3 days to get back into the game if you die. You know, and even the controls are not optimized. So like I don't feel like when I'm playing it on the Switch, I feel like the controllers are not as responsive as I wish they were, and so like I find myself dying a lot. You know, it just feels weird compared to playing fucking like Aria of Sorrow and all the other Vanias that I've played. They just feel so much better than Bloodstained on the Switch, man. I don't know.
The main thing that makes me not want to play it is I think it just looks bad. I think the art looks ugly. It has that weird 3D like cutoutness to all the sprites.
Yeah. I don't think it looks horrible, but her animation for walking is really weird.
Right. So she dresses like a Guns N' Roses backup singer. She looks insane.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it's weird, man. I'm conflicted about Ritual of the Night. I thought I would enjoy it a lot more than I find myself enjoying it. Considering that I've had a great, absolute fucking blast playing through other Igavania games, you know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, Curse of the Moon too is really good.
Yeah, it is developed by entirely different people, to my understanding, though.
Is it? Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know. I had no idea.
I know at least. I don't remember his name.
In the same company,
the guy who quit from Castlevania, who was making this Kickstarter,
Koji Igarashi.
Yeah, he was not involved in Curse of the Moon.
Okay.
Well, that makes sense.
I don't know if any like the music designers or whatever worked on both.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I know that some bosses from Curse of the Moon are in Ritual of the Night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know
But
that.
I guess they're not related canonically.
Right.
I definitely liked that game a lot. I still think the Castlevania 1 is the best like Vania style game.
Dude, Castlevania 1 is so hot, dude. I did not think.
And it's not even the first one I played. The first one I played was the Genesis one, and I still like the first Castlevania better.
Yeah. Castlevania. I did not think I was going to enjoy Castlevania 1 as much as I did, but it was a good fucking time.
It is really solid.
The music is excellent. Everything.
is rare for something to make me want to play on the NES. Like there's like 3 games.
And to play it after you've beaten it before too.
Yeah.
Like when I beat a game nowadays, like I don't really go back to it. Like I like Sonic 3, but I don't go back to it very much.
Oh wow, we actually have been going for an hour. I just realized I hadn't even been paying attention.
Yeah, dude. There's no one like in this whole country that like likes retro games. So when I get a chance to like talk about it, it's so nice, dude. Oh my god. That's definitely the worst part about like being out here.
I haven't really found a lot of people to like. I have my buddy who like will like listen to me talk about retro games, but like, we don't really play a lot of them. However, I gotta say that he did play Blazing Chrome with me, and we had a good time playing that. And we're also trying to get through Doom. But even then, it's weird. I don't know.
I would love to be playing Doom with you guys. I wish it was online on Switch.
I know, man. It's a good time, dude. It's a good time. It's fun.
I mean, like OG Doom.
Yeah.
OG Doom is sick. I was really having fun with it, but multiplayer would be so fun.
It's a good time when I play with him. The only, I guess, the only things that I don't like about playing it multiplayer is that I feel like it is not like the amount of bullets that you find is not quite optimized for multiplayer. I feel like I'm always short, and I hate that. It kind of takes some of the fun away, right? Like if you just feel like, all right, there's literally no bullets for me to fight these fuckers. Like, what does the game want me to do? And so it gets frustrating, but it's still just a good time to play with someone else for sure. Because all the, all the not jump scares, but like all the monsters that come out of nowhere and shit like that. Like I don't know. Yeah. It's a good time. We laugh a lot playing that shit.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah, I stopped playing because I got to a level where like the lights were just off, and I was like, this isn't fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
Right.
But if I had someone else to go through it with me, I would definitely be more motivated to just get through that level to get to the rest of the other stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you get more motivated to beat a game even if it's not that good when you're playing it with someone else.
For sure. Like Ghosts and Goblins, like Ghouls and Ghosts, whatever. I could not. I don't think I would ever play that game by myself.
No way.
We were playing that weird Mega Man DS game because we were all playing it on DS.
Oh yeah, we would watch Are You the One and play Mega Man ZX.
How the hell did I miss out on this shit?
I don't know. You were around.
Yeah, I'm upset that I wasn't.
You were probably working or something.
I might have described it to you, Daniel, though. It's a Mega Man game where instead of getting a gun from the boss when you beat the boss, you just become the boss and you can switch between the bosses.
Oh shit, for real?
It's pretty fun, actually.
It's cool.
Okay.
It's not the worst at all, but it has some weird pacing.
Right.
Yeah, it is bizarre. Also, it has... What's the guy's name? Rose Park?
Yeah, it might be Rose Park.
He's so useless. Weird. Yeah, he's awful. And he's so big. It sucks playing as him.
Honestly, that Mega Man game feels more like a Metroidvania because you have to get boss powers to progress through certain areas.
Right.
Yeah, it's more linear for sure. But it is kind of like that. It's true.
And there's a stupid
I want to beat Mega Man X at some point, too. I've never beaten Mega Man X.
Really? Dude, that game is so hot, man.
I know.
So hot.
It's damn good. I've beaten all the Robot Masters at least. I haven't beat like the Vile stages though.
They're a good time.
Yeah.
They are a really, really good time, the Vile stages.
I think it was with you, Daniel. We were playing Mega Man X1 and we were like, okay, let's check out X2. And I don't know, it wasn't cutting it for us. It's like Velocity Ostrich. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely not as memorable. Like I'm sure it's a competent, functional game, and I'm sure I'll get to it because I have the collection. But I don't know. Yeah, whatever, right? Like I just have so much. It's weird. I have so much nostalgia for Mega Man X, even though I literally beat it for the first time earlier 2018. But like I love it, and I feel like I could just go back to that. However, I have heard that X4 is really, really hot. And that's kind of the reason why I even got the collection, because I heard X4 was so good. I mean, you're curious.
There's some X games on Saturn, and I would love to play them.
They're probably the same ones.
Yeah. Isn't that sick? Yeah. I love when there's like random ass, like wicked Nintendo games on Sega systems.
Yeah.
X4 is probably...
That's like the coolest shit.
X4 is probably on Saturn, because that was the one that was on PlayStation, X4.
I think it is then, yeah, and I want to get it.
Yeah. I heard it's hot, so yeah, if you can get it, it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the other issue I have about being here. I'm so temporary here.
Right.
Like even though I'm here for a whole year, I'm moving within Spain in February.
Oh shit, dude! For
so
real.
like I can't even like because like living in the suburbs is awful
Yeah.
because there's nothing.
So you can't.
So I'm
like,
moving into the city.
You can't be buying.
I
so
can't
much
get
shit.
things for this house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like having a monitor would be nice, especially since the fucking TV doesn't even have an HDMI, and it's an
What?
LCD, like it's a new TV, and there's no HDMI.
That is the weirdest shit I think I've ever heard in my life, man.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah.
Not even one.
No, I don't even know what it has. I think it has VGA, and that's it.
That TV you used to have that you got from like for free, basically, it had HDMI, didn't it?
The one that we always used.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good. That one had component. That one had HDMI. That one had composite. I think it even had S video.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it did. You're right.
Unfortunately, component didn't work with my Genesis component cables, but it still had component.
This video is crazy. I've never
Dude.
seen Melee so crisp.
That's what I was saying. Like, what's crazy is like S video is not like, it's definitely better. It's a huge step up from composite, but compared to RGB, it's not as nice. But yeah, when going from playing, I was telling someone this the other day, going from playing Melee on the LCD TV with input lag and composite to going to playing on a CRT with S video was mind blowing.
I was super surprised.
That was crazy. No input lag, and it looked gorgeous.
Yeah, I didn't understand walking into your house and seeing Melee on that TV. I was like, why does this shit look so good? It looks so smooth and everything.
Yeah.
And I didn't know back then. I didn't know about like S video or whatever. But like, I was super surprised about how good it looked for sure.
Right. Gorgeous.
Man, I'm probably gonna go watch Melee later after I'm done talking to you guys. There's a tournament on today.
Oh, really?
Why hadn't you not fucking told me about this, dude?
Yeah, I just found out about it today. For those curious, the tournament was Mango's Birthday Bash 2019. It was pretty good. I'd recommend it. The fact that Melee is, I don't know if you guys have heard of Project Slippi.
No.
It's this insane. In fact, it's so well supported. The guy who makes it has now quit his job to do it full time on Patreon.
Damn.
It's this.
Oh my god.
It's this Melee utility that basically like reads the data directly from the game while they're playing at a tournament. So instead of streaming like the actual video with imperfections and lag, they are streaming the data to another GameCube emulator that recreates the game in real time using the information from the game.
God.
Wow.
It's so cool. So it lets them not only export like the video. So if you just want to watch a tournament game, you can download it onto Dolphin and like have the CPUs play like Mango and HBox against each other right for you. But also they can display like information that's even hidden, like Nana's percent damage and stuff. They can show that on screen. It's really cool.
That's fucking wild.
That is insane.
Wild. Cameron Miles, what did we learn today, dog?
Oh, what have we learned today? We learned a lot about Sega's consoles and old games, and that I probably won't have many Nintendo friends because I don't appreciate Earthbound to the fullest extent.
That's fair. Matthew?
I think we learned that Order of Ecclesia is just, average at best. That's all I have to say.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll take it.
Maybe I'll actually talk about it sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Thanks for coming on.
Oh, of course. Anytime.
Dude, you better listen to that Huey Lewis and the News album and tell me what you thought.
I've been telling you, dude. It's not available in Europe yet.
Oh, shit.
That sucks.
It got delayed. The release got delayed in Europe.
Maybe I can send you the files over like email or whatever. I'll put it on a Dropbox.
Please, dog. I'm dying to hear it.
I've heard it's only average at best, though, is the thing. But
dude, no
whatever.
way. It's Huey Lewis in the News. There's no way it's only average at best.
All right. Cool. Well, thank you both. This was a good time. Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
All right. I hope everyone has a good week, and I hope everyone is happy.
Yeah, see ya.
Peace out.